This is day 1 of the 5 Perfect Week Challenge. I'm Mateo, and we're gonna start on the mile.
What up? What up? What's up? John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops. You know where I get that from? I get that from a show called Martin. If you've ever seen a show called Martin, you are an adult, and I'm not talking to you. I am talking to the kids right now. But yes, the kids, they don't know about no Martin. Martin, look it up. It was a dumb show, but it's part of my childhood. All right. We got, what is it, Wednesday? All right, so we're at the middle of the week, and tomorrow we have, tonight we have our workout. Thursday we have got our open gym. And then Friday we have another workout. Then this weekend we do not have games, but I'll be explaining that stuff in a bit. Let's just get started right away with, you know what? You can have a sneak peek of what I've been working on. Okay. So, we're adding locations, right? And this is all our gym time stuff. And like I'm basically organizing it by location, like so that there's 4 different areas. So like basically it's like this. Like so there's high school right here, middle school, elementary, alternative. So for each location, like let's call this Aurora, the first one, the green ones. All right. East, Prairie, Sierra, and Sky Vista will be our main ones. For Broomfield, it'll be Louisville, Rocky Top, Thornton, and Wayne Carl. If we can't get those schools, like during the wintertime, we're going to get the elementary schools. Then if we can't get that, we'll get an alternative like place, like the courts, something like that. These cost more, so those are our last resorts. So we're going to try to fill every single location. All right. These will be the gym directors, people in charge of the gym at that particular location, and I need to get. We're basically going to go small. All right, we're going to go small ball. All right, and we're going to try to build each of these locations up to just 10 people. I think it'll be easier to get 10 people than it will be to get 200 in one place, or even 100. Heck, even 50. 50 is what we have right now in the Broomfield area, but it was hard. That took like years to get 10 in each of these areas. I think our first 10 people we got in like the first month because people like small here. And I've kind of just realized that. So that's how we're gonna grow. We're gonna use these high schools though on the weekends since they cost money. They cost more money anyways at either place. So high schools are actually cheaper on the weekends. But at the high schools, whichever one that we get, we will run that day's games as well. So on Saturday mornings when we do our open gym and Sunday morning when we do our shooting, right after that we'll have our games at that location as well. So we'll be everywhere basically. Then as we like fill out all the dates, I mean we'll just like put all these days in here. So like any kind of gym that we happen to get, we'll place it right there, and then we're done. All right. Outside of that, we're also going to progress everything. So we're going to start off with Monday, Wednesday, Friday workouts. All right, and as the whole thing progresses, let me show you this real quick. All right, I don't know if you're interested, but if you happen to be, this is where we're headed. All right, so as the whole thing progresses for each location, all right, whether it be East, Prairie, Louisville, Rocky Top, whatever. All right, as they get more people for that particular location, like if they get like let's say like 5 people in Louisville. Then that's when we'll open our Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout. So that's pretty easy. But then once we get 20, that's when that group will start league play in that area. All right, so we will open up gyms to play in that area. Everyone else can play in that area too, but that's where we'll have gyms. Then once we get up to 25 people for a particular area, again, we already have like 50 spread out here in Broomfield, but depends on which people accept which gyms. That's when we'll open up Tuesday, Thursday practices. Then at 30, it's Sunday shooting. Then at 35, we'll open up the open gyms on Saturdays. Then we'll open up our Tuesday, Thursday clinics at 40, and then 45, we'll open up our combines, all the way down to when we have 100 people, and that's when we'll have our boot camps, our private sessions, our adult league, 2 groups per night. At 60 right there, we'll have 2 groups per night, not just one. And then at 100, we'll have our shooting guru, all right, where we'll have just shooting machines that you can join. All right, so that's our game plan. That's a lot of stuff. All right, and we'll be paying our coaches more and more as we go up above as well, and they'll be doing more and more too. So we have this plan of action now that will hopefully lead us to the promised line of just having a lot more kids so that we can control a lot more things. It's basically if there are tons of teams in Colorado, if I was just in charge of 16 of them, just not that many, there's way more than 16 programs out there. There's probably like 500 or so. But if I was in charge of 16 of them, we would be playing 4 games a weekend every single weekend. We would have all these groups in every single spot. We would have so many more possibilities. But all these people are separated and they're all doing their thing, and each of their things is kind of whack. So we're looking to improve the whole Colorado landscape, and that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna take over, I guess, by expanding what we're able to offer at each location. So that's all I had to say for that. Let's move on to the quote of the day. What up, Jace? I see you in the comment section. If you're there, check in so I know that you're here. All right, our quote of the day is one life, one chance. One life, yes, one life, one chance. That's all that you get. All right, so make the most of it. All right, we all want to go to the NBA. All right, but you're thinking about the result too much. Stop thinking about the result. You can put that on your wall. You should definitely have it in the back of your mind, but you need to somehow, some way, make it all about the chance that you're given and the everyday that you're given. And you want to be more excited about shooting your next shot or sprinting your next sprint than you are the NBA, or as excited at the very, very least. If you can match those two things, because everyone's excited to receive the paycheck, everyone's is excited to become famous, everyone's excited to get that nod in the NBA draft, but not that many people are excited to run, or that many freaking minutes. If you're excited about this, that just adds up to the energy that you'll be building up, and that will shoot you into the stratosphere of making it to the NBA. All right, because you're going to need all that energy to get there in the first place. And then you're going to need all those moments to add up so that your shot's juicy. All right, so that your legs are so strong, so that your vertical is so high, so that your arms are so powerful. All right, and it takes every single ounce of it. And if you're going through any part of it, doubting oh no, I have to run now, you lost. You got to be excited for every single possibility to give yourself the best chance. All right? And again, you won't get a second chance at this. There's one life, one chance, unless you're, I think, what is it called? Is it Buddhist? I'm not sure. Wait, which one is it? The Indians? It's the Indians. They believe in reincarnation. Okay, look. You have to start back over in reincarnation, and you might be a cow, okay? So, yeah, this life, you have one chance. You got it? One life, one chance, no matter who you are. Let's check our history of hoops section. This is the random history of hoops thing that just came up. Chris Webber's timeout. Infamous moment. All right, and basketball history. Not just Chris Webber's life. So Chris Webber is a Hall of Famer. Chris Webber, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Before he played for Sacramento, he got drafted by the Golden State Warriors, I believe, but they traded him. No, he got traded to the Golden State Warriors from Orlando Magic. I think he got traded on draft day for the rights to Shaquille O'Neal. Penny Hardaway? I'm not quite sure. um, of his thing, but he was very, very big time. I heard some stories about him. Like he played against the Dream Team when he was a high schooler and like lit them up, like dunking on them and stuff. It's crazy. But he played for this team called Michigan, and they had this group of people called the Fab Five. Right? They were all freshmen. The Fab Five. They you wouldn't believe it, but we used to wear our shorts very, very long. Before you guys wore your shorts very short, we wore ours very, very long. But we did so, the whole world did so because of these 5 kids. All right, they were bigger than the sport. All right, I think 4 of them went to the NBA. Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose, Jimmy King, I believe, played a little bit in the NBA, and then Chris Webber, and I don't know who the 5th person is. Doesn't matter. All right, but in their Final Four appearance, I'm not sure if it was the championship game or not. All right, everybody, there was a lot of people. You can look at the footage. Everyone was asking for him to call a timeout, because I believe that the game was tied, and he calls a timeout on the court, because you're not allowed to call a timeout if you're on the bench, or even if you're the coach. I believe it has to be a player. So he called a timeout, but the only thing is they had no more timeouts, and that was how he lost a chance to win the entire NCAA championship. And after that point, I swear to you, everybody was on high alert. Don't anybody else do a Chris Webber. Anytime that there's a game in which there is a timeout call when the team doesn't have it, everyone refers to Chris Webber. It's like the biggest mistake of his life, and it's overshadowed his Hall of Fame career. Seriously, this is a bigger thing than his entire career, and he had a Hall of Fame career. It's insane. So check out this video and many others on our History of Hoops page located in our challenge section. And yeah, I'm moving on to the next thing. What are we doing today? Well, you should be doing the homework. All right, we got bank shots, 0-1-2-4 touch middle, pick and roll, split to drive, hits, tails, chair dips, and knee jumps coming up soon. That will be on Friday. All right, but today, this Wednesday, we got partner passing, football catch, sideline out of bounds, inbound seal, taking a charge, running hook shots, and hook series with D. Pay attention to these things, because many of them aren't just given. All right, I would say a few of them are technical. Learning how to dribble, you'll understand that, because your body will be learning. You won't be learning. Football catch, same thing. All right, sideline and inbound seal, however, that will come up during a random time in the game, and we'll be like, do it now. And you're like, well, do what now? That one drill that we did. Get the ball inbounds. You're like, I forgot. And then boom, turnover, layup, we lose. Oh my God, I should have paid more attention. Yes, no, this is that. So sideline inbound seal is how we get to get the ball inbounds, and it's a very, very important thing to learn. How we walk someone down, how we step in front of their hand, what we do after we get the ball, and everything else. Taking a charge could also be a huge momentum-changing moment in the game, and taking it the correct way can stop you from getting hurt. All right, so pay attention to the taking a charge. Running hook shots that's a body thing. Okay, so you guys should get that. But hook series with D though, nah. It's like where they guard you, how you adjust, and how you shoot. So half of these will be mentally stimulating events. So pay attention to those things. And here is your sneak peek. himself, wide stance, slightly bent, and as he gets hit in the chest, he's gonna bend his legs a little bit more, throw himself back, and then make sure that he's gonna yell, one. He's gonna throw himself backwards at an angle, so he's gonna go like that, hit the ground with his hands and push back. And then I will throw him the ball with him on the ground, and he'll get up and do it to me. So ready? First one. Decent enough. Now you step up. Come on. Decent enough. All right, that's one drill. The other drill is this. All right, you're gonna make passes. You're gonna run. You get to the middle. You're gonna run, and then you go to the closeout. Ready? One pass. Two passes. We have to drive baseline when we do drive. We can't drive until 4. 3. Now when I drive, you want to lead me outside the field. Keep following me. Outside the field and then you drive. I drive, I just want to hit him, and he charges, and that's it. We don't shoot the drive. Look serious with the D. You want to make sure that if you catch the ball like this, you want to land diagonally. Alright, diagonally. Why diagonally? Because if I'm turning like this, you can block my shot. If I catch the ball and I turn like this, little bitty kid can block my shot. That's not very, very good. He's half my height, right? So I want to land, and I want to land diagonally, first of all. Next, as he's there trying to guard me, even if he's a big guy, I can shoot the ball like this with my hand extending, with my legs in motion as well, and shoot a bank shot like that. All right, next, if they happen to push you off, make sure that you're being pushed off with the correct foot. So if he's pushing me off, you get out, bigger guy. If he's pushing me off, I get pushed. I do not want to go like this, because now I'm giving up that spot. If he was the defender, he would stay there, and now I'm giving up that spot. Now I'm in trouble. What I want to do is I want to keep the anchor foot close. So as I land right here and he pushes me, I want to go like this, and I want to keep that anchor foot there so that in time, I can go back. And notice where the ball was the entire time. The ball stays high, AKA what? My elbow stays high. All right, he should honor that, and I come back and shoot my shot. Don't get pushed off and then shoot this fadeaway shot. Take your time, get your position back, inch yourself back in. You have 3 seconds, that is a long time. Next, lastly, when he sweeps around with both hands up and he tries to go front way so he can block my shot, now he's giving up the inside. I have this inside foot here. I don't want to spin on the wrong foot. I want to go like this with my elbows up, and I want to rip the ball through like this, and then shoot this shot like that. So those are all 3. All right, that was all the drills right there, so make sure that we do them. That last one's really complicated, but we will try our hardest. So let's see what we're doing for this week. All right, we got view all events. Click on those things. Where are we? We got Wednesday at Thornton and at Marachek. And then Thursday, Shadow Ridge Middle School. Make sure you guys sign up for that. There are enough spots. All right, Friday we're at Thornton Middle School, and that's for our Easter coin hunt. All right, then we're off this week, and then we're back at it again next week. Other things that we got. What do we have here? Oh yeah, we got this guy, Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm talking about him. All right, you might as well watch that real quick. All right, this is Shaq. This is me leaving you. And this is you watching the video. Let's turn this puppy up though. All right, watch it. If you were training Shaquille O'Neal, would you train him to shoot threes? Would you want him to shoot threes? Would you want him to work on his three-point shooting game, or would you just allow him to just dominate the game like he did and become an all-time top 10 best player ever? Because if he could shoot threes, he would be amazing, right? What if you could start with him early in his career? Would you have him shoot threes, or would you just rather just let him end up where he is? For a lot of people, they think that what they are is good enough. And I gotta tell you, what you are is probably never good enough. I want you to want to become better and better and better. I chose Shaq because Shaq is the extreme form of this. And he's probably the only one I would say, nah, just let him lie. Because maybe if he worked on other things, he wouldn't be as devastating on the inside. Possibly. But for everyone else, if you work on other things that are uncomfortable for you, it'll just make you better. And think about what kind of person that we would be dealing with if Shaquille O'Neal had a devastating or at least a semi-decent three-point shot. We wouldn't even be talking about Michael Jordan. So when it comes down to improving your game, think about Shaquille O'Neal and think about, would you want Shaq having a three-point shot? Why not? Why not? So I always think about that whenever I see like a big kid and like, let's call him like a fourth grader, and he's playing big and he's just like dominating everybody. He just throws the ball up. The thing he's not doing, he's not dribbling every day. He's not shooting every day. He doesn't care because he's like, I'm dominating, and he's only thinking about right now. And basically Shaq did that his entire career, but he happened to be the biggest dude ever. All right, you need to work on your weaknesses. So make sure that you guys are doing that, please. All right, what up, Mello? Let's see the trivia question today. Jason's just dominating like Shaquille O'Neal. Let's see if he gets this one right. What city was the Golden State Warriors Huntington Prep grad born in? That's a strangely worded phrase, okay, or question. What city, all right, listen carefully. What city was the Golden State Warriors Huntington Prep grad born in? I made it sound confusing on purpose because I'm funny like that. First one to answer wins, and you have until the end of the show. And I'm going to go to commercial break. So that's what we do now. We're big time. Watch the commercial.
It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. And very few have that. If you're looking to make your mark on this world, that is by far the most effective way to do so.
There's no way that the answer is Toronto. Yes, the answer is Goma or Gama? Or Gama? I don't know. But yes, the will to win is important, guys. But everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that very, very few people have. And that's the trick. Right? Everybody wants to win with all their heart. Everyone's like going out there crying and things like that. But how many people cry and are passionate about actual workouts? Very few people. So yeah, everybody, like when it comes down to it, wants to eat because they're going to be starving to death. But nah, who likes to cook is the question. All right, so you guys make sure that you have the will to prepare. All right, so yes, the Huntington grad player from their team is named Jonathan Kaminga, and he is from the Congo, DR Congo, and it's from a city called Goma. Goma is a city in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, and it is the capital and largest city of the North Kivu province. I thought it was a pretty tricky question. Obviously it was. I was really hoping that there wasn't another Huntington grad person on the Golden State Warriors. If there was, my bad. But we're going to give it to, who is it? Suave got it. Or Sophie. I still can't say your name. But Vaughn. There you go. Giving it to Vaughn. 1 point for Vaughn. You're on the board, buddy. All right. Let's go to the homework. This is the homework right here. All right. Who's been posted? All right. We got Lincoln posting the Vegas drills. Aiden and Daniel posting. Nice job. I see Owen Adler. I see Jace. I see Mello. I see Wes. All right, make sure you guys keep posting. Blake Bastani, I see you up there as well. All right, keep posting so we can keep getting better. We've got to create this whole like thing that we're trying to create. Okay. There was another person. Huntington grad has 2 Golden State Warriors on it. You know that it wasn't the one that I was talking about. Sorry, I don't know. That is crazy. I didn't even think about them having two people graduating from the same exact high school or prep school. That's actually crazy. All right, who was it? Who was the other one? I'm gonna give you a point to them either way, because that was the one that I was talking about. But just let us know who it was in the comment section. And who's been coming the most? You guys are dominating. That's why I'm just throwing them a bone. All right, who's dominating the attendance though? Teo Trujillo. He was the number 1 person in attendance 2 years ago, number 2 last year. He's looking to be number 1 again this year. There will come strides with this. Seriously, that's amazing. It's an amazing job. All right, and Adrian Mendoza though, he's about to become our leader in terms of like trying to make it to 2,000. Andrew Wiggins, I don't count him for anything. Andrew Wiggins sucks. Lazy Andrew Wiggins. He's a champion, I guess. All right. Yes, Mason Falkenborg is up there as well. Romello, Ashley. You guys are right neck and neck together. Wes Chambers is right behind them. All-time marks, though, are what matter as well, so heads up. Joey's right there. He was last year's winner. Right, make sure you guys keep coming. Try to reach Ian 7. Ben Levy. The only 2 people that have crossed 1,000, but we are actually aiming for 2,000. All right, we're aiming for 2,000, and Kiernan and Noah are the only 2 people in our top 25 list. All right, so we can just start the program out here. It does take a while to reach these heights, but you guys keep reaching them. All right, got some birthdays coming up here soon, and this is our quest to 2,000 events, led by Joey, but Adrian Mendoza is closing in fast. All right, I think he's coming every day of the week. He does show up late though, so he only gets half the credit points, but make sure that you show up on time. I told him, even though he comes like, he has to come late because his dad can't pick him up till late, and it is what it is. I don't want me to give him favors, and then 10 years from now he crosses 2,000, and then everyone goes, but you came late half the time, and John was just being nice to you. I want him getting 2,000. I want him going, oh, I got there at half a point of time because I couldn't make it, and I still beat everybody. That's what I want. I don't want you guys begging the referee to let you shoot a wide open shot like they used to do Joey. I want you going, I earned my 20 points a game. No one handed me anything, and I was patient and I waited, because that's what life's about. So you guys trying to make it to the 2,000. All right, if you're on this list right here, you are doing something. Okay, because this is your percentage probability of making it there. All you got to do is start coming to everything to hire us up. Even if you're a new person like Tiago right there. Tiago's only come to 40 things, but he's a 53.32% chance of making it. Above them is Jay still on this list? Right there. Jay's is super high up. Jeez. All right, so he's like 4th on this list. Being younger does help, but showing up a lot helps a lot more too. So let's see if Jace can make that higher. If he can catch these guys by the end of maybe like the summer, possibly, maybe even the end of the month. I'm not sure how high you can get on this list, but you can get high pretty fast. All right, that's my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day is one life, one chance. So let's take it and let's make it. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to come to all of our events that we have coming up here, and work your hardest when we get there. I'll see you guys tonight. Talk to y'all later, man. Cue my music so I can get out. Reese's. Pieces, y'all.